Namaskar, I'm Ashok Vyas, and it's a pleasure to be sitting with Deepak Vakil Sahab. Deepak ji has come all the way from India with knowledge and experience and a sense of sharing his wisdom that he has acquired or has attained over a period of many, many years. But right now, where is the secret of coming up with a wonderful name for your leather products, which is Yeti or Yeti, and it is quite unusual and sort of a mystical in its feel. Talk to me about the history behind this name.
Good afternoon, Ashok, and it's my privilege to be here and talking with you. You see, Yeti is a snowman whose footprints are found in Himalayas. It's a mysterious snowman. When I use the word mysterious, nobody has seen it. But only the footprints are found high up in Himalayas in the snow, and those footprints are about 6 feet long. And there is a story that that mysterious snowman still exists in Himalayas, and footprints are even today people see when they climb up to Everest and all. So when I started this venture, we had a collaboration, and we still have with an American company. So that president told me, Deepak, name is very important, and I want you to have some name which is mysterious, which belongs to India, and in America people get a little bit of curious and ask, by breaking the ice, like what does Yeti mean? So I suggested about 7 8 names, and he picked up this name Yeti. And it's leather of this Yeti is supposed to be the best, although nobody has seen that man or the creature, but it is a story that his leather is supposed to be the best. So we picked up this name Yeti.
So now I think the basic purpose that it would arouse curiosity and people talk about it, that definitely served. But if you look from a distance, then very few people in India would relate Yati with leather goods. So do you think the name should have something to do with the product or service that you are offering, or it has its own independent personality as brand?
Look, a lot of people in India, they also know about Yeti. They also, because we are very near to Everest and Nepal, name Yeti is very popular in Nepal, and there is a very good hotel and resort named as Yak and Yeti. Yak is also an animal like buffalo. People do understand about this mysterious snowman, and we don't call ourselves just Yeti. It's Yeti Leather Products. So Yeti is followed by the line of business we are in, leather products. So people in India identify us. This name has been very successful, and my brand is now also Yeti, wherein we do not write YETI, we write YET, and the I is written like the footprints of that snowman. Like five, this toe and finger and the footprint, not the I in English. So when they read Yeti, they understand that Yeti, and then there is a footprint. So they identify our name with that mysterious snowman.
And when you say Yati, then in Hindi or coming from Sanskrit, Yati also kind of reminds us of Sannyas Parampara or Yati Vranda and all that. But coming back to your experience of connecting with potential buyers in different parts of the world, do you recollect any interesting anecdotes while, say, you were in America or maybe some European country, uh, talking to them about it?
Yeah. Look, the idea behind this name Yeti was to break the ice. You know that when you meet somebody unknown, and before you make a presentation, the name has to be effective. This idea has worked 100%. Uh, Say if I meet 10 new buyers, out of that 8 or 9 will first ask me, nice name Deepak, but I don't know what does Yeti mean. And when I tell them the story, they are impressed. It makes the atmosphere light. When you go and just wish you good morning or good afternoon and you start making presentation, it's not that effective. But before they see my product, before they meet me, they read this Yeti, and they are curious. And the idea behind the name was all to create the curiosity. So people ask, what does this Yeti mean? And then you have a chance to be comfortable in talking. That was the idea, and it has worked. It has worked very well.
So congratulations, product Yeti leather goods are known for their quality. Talk to me a little bit about first identifying your product line in the line of leather, and then conceiving of different products. I think that's a creative way of identifying, thinking about the kind of look that it will have. And we live in the age of Apple in a way where the beauty of product has become an asset, kind of asset in itself.
Look, we are what we are today because of our commitment to quality. You mentioned Apple. There are so many companies who have done, and they come out with new thing every other day. We also have very creative setup, and we also understand the importance of creativity. But we never sacrifice quality when we are doing something new, or we are trying to do something we have never done. We give a lot of importance to quality before we come out with any product. Now, quality is never final. There is always a room for improvement. New raw materials come out, new hardware, fittings, brass fittings with gold plating and all. So we always try and upgrade our quality, and we never think that, look, this is my final quality, nobody can beat me. you know Quality is never final. Today you have done your best, tomorrow you will come across something more which will enhance your quality, and you can change your outlook, you can add aesthetic aspect to your quality. And without quality, I don't think we would have reached anywhere. I am here because of quality. We are world over, we are there because of the quality. Price matters, but quality matters more than the first comes quality, and then they will ask for the price. You can't sell cheap goods if you don't have quality, and you can sell very expensive things also if you have quality.
So that quality consciousness and importance of quality coming from Deepak Vakilji with his experience. And as we conclude this part of our conversation about Yeti, I still want you to share with us the way you manage your inventory, and I think it is a very uncertain space. How much would be the demand, and how many products you should keep ready, and that kind of pipeline where you have ready-made products that you can deliver in time. At the same time, you don't have to keep. So this mechanism.
Yeah, very good question. What basically you have asked me is how do we manage our internal thing? Ashok, what I look at it is it's like a housekeeping. Inventory, keeping inventory, it involves technology, it involves science, it involves people who can always tell you that you have this much, this is your ordering level, you have this is minimum level, that is maximum. Okay, that is an age old phenomena, and we do practice it. But what we have learned by experience is, we have n number of raw material in our thing, and we try and keep up with the scientific way of keeping inventory. But we do have invented another way of, we have workers, and they are so smart. They sometimes they don't have access to computer also. But as soon as some order comes and we say, look, these are the things we have to deliver over a period of 30 years, they come out with their own. That, okay, I need about 6 D rings in this and 1 lock in this many. So we need so many locks, so many D rings. Now let's go and see what we have. There we have quality. I mean the inventory control, but I rely more on people. They come out with, "Oh, look, we are going to need this. Last time our work was hampered because these locks came very late, so we decide that what is the response time for different people. Like if somebody takes about 15 days or 1 month, by that after my receiving my order, we do it in a earlier and give him more than time what they there are people in India now who deliver very fast. Another thing I want to add to your answer is, look, inventory consumes so much of money. it is not advisable that you keep lots and lots of inventory, because inventory means money, inventory means space. But it works on both the ways. It's a double edged sword. If you don't have raw material, or if you don't have the things, and all of a sudden order comes, you will not be able to deliver. But it doesn't mean that you keep more than what you need. Optimum is the word. You should have optimum level of inventory. This is a universal truth. But sometimes what happens that you place an order, thing comes very late. Next time you think, I must order this in more quantity, and I give him long. But it doesn't work. Try and keep inventory at an optimum level. And tell your suppliers to come up to the level. Tell them that please be quick, and supply to me as early as you can. So for him also it's a fast turnover.
So fast turnover and sitting with Deepak, you are filled with the sense of inspiration as well as many questions. But just this I would keep last for now, and it has two parts to it. When you mentioned about quality come first, and then I was reminded of the bombarded Chinese goods that we have in Indian market, and they do well because of their low price. I cannot say that about their quality. So many times in Indian setting or otherwise, based on your economic ladder where you are, you go for cheaper goods. So quality may rule overall. Yeah, but so that was one observation from my side. But more important question that I have for you is the fashion and different looks for any kind of products. And from that point of view, one thinks about Paris, especially is known as the fashion capital of the world. In your experience, where you feel that people are more conscious and savvy and appreciative of the quality in leather goods from the point of view of design?
Look, what you have said is absolutely right, but I have some very different views, and my views are, they are the result of my experience. When I started my business, a lot of people told me, you have to go to Paris once in a year to see what colors are going to move and all. We tried to do it, we did it, but it didn't help us much. A lot of people told me, go to America, go to the market there, see the shops, pick up some samples, and you can go try to go as near. We try to do it, and it never worked, and we don't. As on today, I want to tell you three things. You mentioned China, you mentioned competition, and you also mentioned that how we upgrade the quality, or how we make our products acceptable to any place. Now, talking about China, I don't want to be personal about China, but what I have realized is, if one has quality, you can sell it anywhere. Whatever you are doing has to have the highest level of quality. But you cannot think that I have very good quality, so I can get any price I want. What we do in our small way is put best effort, leave no stone unturned, first to attain the highest level of quality at any cost. In house, we make prototype, we work out the costing, and then we try to reduce the cost without reducing the quality. We don't cut corners. Like we have taken buffalo leather, okay, it's so expensive. Now come down on the selection of leather, use goat leather. We don't do it. We do not change our inputs, but we try to be more competitive by asking our vendors, hey, look, I want to do this in big quantity. What is the best you can do? We are very efficient in our internal, inside that we reduce the labor of cost, we reduce the cost of borrowing money, or cost of finance, and we try to be competitive. Another thing is, you use the word competition. Look, I have one philosophy, and I believe in competitiveness. I always tell youngsters when I go out that always be competitive, but never be in comparison with other fellow. And the simple word, if I say, like you are Ashok and you are making some leather goods, I'm Deepak and I'm making some leather goods. Somebody comes and tells me, look, Deepak, this wallet I can buy much cheaper from Ashok. Look, what we do is we do our best to give best quality at lowest possible price. Now, what Ashok does, how he reduces the price, we educate buyer to a certain level that, look, if anybody can beat us price and quality wise, you buy from them. But we are sure that using the same input, raw material, fitting, every packing, if nobody can give you this quality at such competitive price. And we do try to put these words into practice. We don't just say if you find cheaper you buy it. We don't do that. We explain the advantages of what we have used, what exactly. Sometimes people say, look, his product looks exactly like you, but if you see a pure leather wallet and a resin which is a man-made, but sometimes they look very similar. It's difficult to make out, you know. But it's not only the look, it is what goes inside the product. So we educate buyer to some. But if they are still hell bent on buying cheaper product, good luck to them.
So good luck to not only them but to you also, as we thank Deepak Vakilji for sharing the story behind the name Yeti, whichever way you pronounce it. But the most important thing is you need to know inside out of the business that you are in, so that when you convey why, what is the logic behind the price that you have, you are convincing to your
We are
potential
trying to
buyer.
sell the benefits. We are not trying to sell the product. We sell the value. And if they understand the value, they will not look at the price. This is the basic premise.
So now on that word value, I think we added value to our understanding as well as your understanding through this conversation. We tried. So he corrected me. We tried. We didn't add, but you can decide and share whether we succeeded in making this humble attempt to add value. But it certainly added value
In
to.
price and the way we live, the way we live and the way we make our products.
So products and understanding of life, that's where we are. But thank you very much, sir. Lots
My
of
pleasure,
connections.
Ashok. Thank you very much. Thank you.